Hi, good morning. So this is the circuit for high pass filter. Right now we are going to do experiment, that is second order Butterworth high pass filter. This is the circuit diagram, and designing part is same as that one of low pass filter. So what we have to do is you have to find out all this capacitor value, resistor value, as well as R1 and RF. The cutoff frequency what we have taken is in the designing of this one is again it is 5 kilohertz. That is 5 kilohertz you have to take, that is FL value. FL is equal to 5 kilohertz. So after taking and designing, so different values for the different parameters you are going to get. With respect to this circuit, you again follow the same steps what we have done in the low pass filter and rig up the circuit. So this circuit shows the low pass filter circuit. It is having the MUA741 IC, different components are connected, and one signal generator is used, and this signal generator probe is connected to the input part. Look at here, this is the input, and one probe is used for connecting the output, and supply voltage is there, and pin number positive supply is connected to the pin number 7, and negative is connected to pin number 4, and ground point, that is red color wire, that is used for connecting the common ground where all the ground points are connected here. And you can see the what changes is, instead of connecting resistor in series in the low pass filter, but in case of high pass filter you have to connect capacitor in series. In between the capacitor one resistor is connected, and that is connected to the ground point, that is pin number 6, and one more resistor is connected to the common ground point. That's it. So this is the rig-upping the circuit. Then you have to just switch on the signal generator. Your CRO should be switched on. When you switch on the signal generator and your CRO, next not use this one, as well as pulse knob is no need of using that one also. Just keep it to, it is in 1 kilohertz, right? Just keep it to 100 hertz by pressing this button. So it will change us to 10 hertz, right? So this is 100 hertz, 100 into 5 it is, so 500 hertz. I will reduce it to 1, so that is 100 hertz, and switch on the power supply. When you switch on the power supply, you should get output signal. So actually at the lower frequency signals the output will be 0. That's why you are getting like this signal. When you keep on this frequency to the higher value, then you can see there will be output. So when you crosses it to in terms of kilohertz, so I will keep 1 kilohertz frequency. For 1 kilohertz, this will be the output signal. So again use one more probe in order to compare with the output signal. So when you connect to one more probe, then you can see the input as well as output. Actually yellow color line, that is the channel 1 is connected to output, and channel 2 is input signal. And you can see the channel 2 value is 500 millivolts. Just set it to 1. So this is 1. I mean the input signal should be 2 volts peak to peak, right? This is 1 and 2 boxes, and yellow color is also present in terms of milli. So I set it to 1 volts. For the lower frequency components, it is not allowing, that is no output voltage, or output voltage value is very less. Just keep on increases. I will keep it to 2.5. When you keep that value, then this value increases, right? Like that. When you keep on increasing the frequency value, the output, you can see in the yellow color line, the peak to peak value is increasing. When it crosses the cutoff frequency, that is when it crosses the 5 kilohertz, when you increase, then the frequency value is, that is peak to peak value is increased, and it is common for more than 5 kilohertz signal. So this is the output you should get. Purple color line is input and yellow color is output. So what you have to do is just increase the frequency starting from 100 Hz. Note down what will be the output, like that. So keep on increase the frequency from 100 to 10 kilohertz. So this is the output voltage you're supposed to get. Look at here, it is 60 millivolts, like that. When it crosses 5 kilohertz, then only its value is going to be increases. So this is high pass filter. After finding the frequency and output, you just find out the gain in dB, that is V out divided by input voltage. After getting those two values, again you have to use this sheet, that is semi-log sheet. Again along the x-axis frequency and along the y-axis, that is gain in dB. Again you have to plot the frequency curve. This is not a low pass filter. In case of high pass filter, starting value is 0 and its value keep on increases. Later it will be constant, that is the output signal. Thank you.